Hey everybody, my name is Beth and I am the Steadfast Stitcher, and I am back for my regular every other Wednesday video. I hope you have all had a great week and had a fantastic weekend. I know I recorded a little off schedule last Thursday because it had been several weeks since I've done a regular Flosstube, but I am back to doing every other Wednesday starting today, and I've got a good bit to show you. So let's get started. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to share the fabric that I meant to share in my last video and completely forgot. So I will be showing that at the very end, and I'll let you know when that's going to be, because I know not everybody likes to look at fabric, because sometimes the camera doesn't always get it the way that it should, or the way that we see it in person. So I did WIP Frenzy this past weekend, and I had 2 new starts, and so there was a good bit of stitching going on. I was pretty happy what I've accomplished since last Thursday evening. So let me start with this is a gentle needle. And I did this for the WIP Frenzy game, which is like 1 to 200 stitches, and I tried to lean closer to 200 on each one for the weekend. And this is a picture of what it'll look like. And then this is where it was at before. And this is where it's at now. So I did work on the border more, and I worked on those flowers, which I think are so, so pretty. I really like the colors in this one. And it is a very fun stitch and hard to put down. Yeah, I'm enjoying doing samplers more and more. I still like my full coverages and other projects, but I'm definitely getting more and more into samplers. And I'm really having fun. Oh, and we'll go over plans too, because I know I've been asked several times to show in advance what I'm going to be doing for new starts, for my 60 starts for my 60th birthday in 2023. Hello. Let's see. Ooh, I'm going to pause for a second. So my next one is the Rose and the Giant Pear, which is going to look like this. And I also worked on this for WIP Frenzy, and it is my first time using the Vicky Clayton silks, and I just love them. I'm doing this on, I want to say 25 count parchment. Yep, 25 count parchment by dyeing for cross stitch over 1. And I just love the colors. It's so fun. So I worked a little more on the border and then came down and started the pear because I can't wait to get on that pear and finish it. So this, again, was 1 to 200 stitches for WIP Frenzy, and it was fun to pull it out again. And I think it's going to be coming out fairly frequently because I really enjoy it. And this one, boy, have I found some patterns for this year that I am just loving. This is a sal that I am doing with Hannah Dowling, and it is Hollyberry Farms 2023 sal. And I am doing the stables at Hollyberry Farm. Such a pretty pattern, and I'm working on this emblem here so I can get down and start working on that house because I can't wait to work on the house. I'm doing this on 36 count vintage country mocha, Edinburgh linen, over 2, and with the called for colors. But yeah, I think that is beautiful. I really like how this is turning out. I wasn't sure, you know, I've heard people say sometimes with 36 count it's either over 1 or with, I mean, not over 1, but 1 thread or 2 threads. I'm using 1 threads on this, and I'm really happy with the coverage. So, oh, and I should mention, I did this and just a little bit of this border right in here for WIP Frenzy. Yeah, very fun stitch. This is what really got me turned on to doing linen again, was I decided to give linen a try. I had talked before about I had gotten several years ago like a really wonky piece of linen that was so loosey-goosey you couldn't, your stitches were sliding all over the place no matter what you did. So this was the first one I tried in a while, and I love this Edinburgh linen. It's just a joy to work on, and I am so happy. It is such a great stitch, and I loved being able to pull it out again, and I really didn't want to pull it back, but I did end up winning a prize with WIP Frenzy over the weekend, so I'm glad. I did get to a number of projects, and it was a lot of fun. Now this next one I am doing as a Sal with Owl and Gator Stitcher, and she's got a great channel you should definitely check out, and it's Brownfish Owl Sal, and it is Brownfish Owl by Kathy Barrick. This is a great pattern. And I did just under 200 stitches on this one for WIP Frenzy. And this one is, I am doing on 28 count Dust Bunnies Medium by Dying for Cross Stitch. And so that's where I'm at now. So I have not made up my mind yet on this part here. Let me show you. See where it's got like an antique sampler thing here where it says stitched by my hand, Margaret Emery, 1807. Now this isn't an actual reproduction, so I'm debating if I'm going to either leave that in or change it to my name and the year. If you've worked on this, let me know what you ended up doing for this top border. If you went with the Margaret Emery 1807 or your own name or something else. But I'd love to hear from you on it. But yeah, I think this is beautiful. I'm getting a little sun glare because the sun is really coming in because it's starting to go down. But yeah, you can see the variegation in this fabric is really pretty. Nice age effect to it. Sorry about all the zippers. Okay. And the next one I worked on was my Spring Green Saltbox from Pinker and Pumpkin. And I'll put a picture up here of what it's going to look like. Now I had a piece of 14 count Ada around, so that's what I'm doing this one on. But I think I really want to do most of her salt boxes, and I think I will probably switch to, you know, either a linen or a Lugana or a higher count Ada like 18 or 20. Oops, I've got my needle minder right in the middle of where I'm stitching. So on this one, I finished off the roof and started on the side of the house. So, yeah, this is a really pretty green. I think it's going to be pretty when it's done, and I'm looking forward to doing more of the salt boxes from Pinker and Pumpkin. They are just wonderful. And I can't believe, you know, what a kindness to give, to have all these patterns available to us for free from them, from Pinker and Pumpkin. It's just, it's fantastic. It is so nice. Sorry, making noise. And next I brought out for WIP Frenzy This is, yeah, I think this is one of my favorite pieces to work on. I absolutely love this. And we get the picture. But this is from Butternut Road, and it's called the Provence Sampler. See if we can get that without the glare. Isn't that pretty? And I saw the actual model that Marilyn Levitt Emblem stitched at the Golden Needle in Rochester, New York. And it's just gorgeous. Now, I decided, since I'm going to be having some red samplers going, and I've already have a couple red samplers going, I ended up on deciding on DMC Paris. And I forget the number right now, but I'll remember it. I'll post it below. But it's just a DMC variegated floss. I'm doing this on 25 count potato Lugana over 1. And as you can see, I was lazy and didn't cut the fabric ahead of time. I just dived right into stitching on this. And just look at that. I love this. I love the way this DMC variegated floss is coming out. It is so gorgeous. And yeah, this is just a joy to stitch on. It's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. And it was, again, this is another one. It was very hard to put away. But I have a feeling it's going to be coming out again rather soon, because I just love to stitch on this one. This is definitely, oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love that floss color. It's amazing. Now, I did have 2 starts. I had my regular Sunday start, and then I also did a first day of spring start. So let me show you what those were. I did mention them in my last video on Thursday, but did get a little start on each of them. The first was Lizzie Kate, Cat Lessons for People. And it is 162 by 107. And I am using all the called for colors, which is Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. And I am using 20 count Ada from Be Stitch Me. And it's an unnamed Friday Night Fight Night color. I also have an order in her with her from December that I'm still waiting on. That I've got several projects I have in mind for what I ordered, so I'm waiting on a good bit of fabric. But yeah, so I just got the C done and a little paw, and they're adorable. And I picked up this needle minder at Brick City. It says, no rip, no needle, no thread, I'm dead. This is a fun stitch. And I think it'll go fairly quickly because it's mostly all letters. And I read what it said on the last video, so I won't bore you with that again. But one of the people in my Stitchy Zoom did the dog lessons for people, and it looks terrific. So I'm anxious to get this one going and get more stitching in on it. Now the other one, it may not even show up on camera, even though I did put 300 stitches in it. I started this Monday night after work, so it hasn't gotten a lot of time on it. But this is Spring Montage by Janet Stever, Pain Free Crafts. This is the full coverage version. There's also a Jan Lynn kitted version. But Handwork Maniac and Colette the Highway Stitcher, EJ Creates from Sunshine Stitchers are all working on this one. And I just love them. I may end up starting each first day of the season with her other 3 montages this summer, this autumn, and the winter. Because I think they're beautiful and they're a little bit different. So, yeah. So 300 stitches, and it might not show up on camera, but we'll see. because as you can see, the top is all very, very light. There's like 2 or 3 rows right at the top that are just very pale. So let's see. Well, yeah, okay. And then a couple little random ninja stitches in there too. But I basically worked my way across. I was kind of using the Stitching Mommy's typewriter method, where I started with the first color, went across as far, at least, you know, till close to the end of my Q-snap, then worked the second color and did the same, and then back and forth, and then if I had a little left over too, and a couple little ninja stitches that are down here. I am using 28 count Easy Grid over 1. And yeah, this is going to be a fun one to work on. I am thinking I am going to get back to a regular schedule of doing some assigned days, like 13th of the month, dark October stitching. So stitch on Halloween or autumn theme piece on the 13th of every month. And 25th do Merry 25 stitching. And I might do full coverage Fridays, but that's a little harder because I'm usually Zooming on Friday nights. But definitely want to get some of these patterns, put more work in them. So I'm going to show you my next upcoming starts. And as I know, I've been asked several times to show them ahead of time. Now, I was just messaging with Mary, Daydream Stitcher, who I got to see in person again last week. And I'm not 100% sure what the Sal name is going to be yet, but we're going to start this on Easter Sunday. And it's And Be Kind to One Another. It is number 2 in the series from Needlework Press. The third one is just out, and eventually I want to do the first one, but this number 2 really caught my eye. So we are going to be starting this Easter weekend or Easter Sunday, and if you want to join in with us, post in the comments below, and I should have the Sal name relatively soon, and you can join in with us. We'd love to have you. But I think this is terrific. I love this pattern. And I'm going to do this because it's very long and narrow. So I decided to go with 25 count. Let's see, I'm going to get it out of here because you can't really see it. 25 count Parchment Lugana from Dying for Cross Stitch. And it's got some good bit of modeling in here if it shows up. See, the sun's playing tricks on me today. But yeah, I like this fabric quite a bit. And this is the medium, Parchment Medium from Dying for Cross Stitch. So that's going to be Easter Sunday start. I suggested Be Kind Easter Sal. We'll see if Mary has any other better ideas than that one. But yeah, if you want to start on it in Easter, leave me a comment below, Easter weekend, and then I'll comment on your post with whatever we decide for the Sal name to be. Now the next one, I believe I'm going to start on this April 2nd. Yeah, April 2nd. It's the first Sunday in April. I am starting on Matilda from the Letters from Europe box from Hands Across the Sea. And yeah, beautiful pattern. I am going to use the DMC on this. But I am using, this is Mystic Fabrics Time Worn. And it is 36 count. This is a great fabric. And this is one of the ones from my purchases when I went to 2 LNSs last week. So this is from Barefoot Needle Arts. And yeah, this is so, so pretty. It is washing out a bit. But yeah, this is a terrific fabric, and I'm looking forward to working on it. Yep. It is washing out a little bit. It's a little bit richer than that, a little bit more coffee vibe to it, but very pretty. And the other one I'm planning on starting this Sunday is one that I watched Stitching by the Shore do forever and ever before I finally caved and went ahead and got it. This is Autumn Town by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is a fun pattern, and I am looking forward to starting it. I am doing 28 count over 2, and this is Crazy Hamster, who I understand sells on D-Stash, and it's Monaco, but I don't know if you can see, because the background on the pattern where it's not stitched is a light green, so I think this will work perfectly for that. All right, so I've given you the next 3 starts, or yep. So we've got Autumn Town is going to be this coming Sunday. First Sunday in April is going to be Matilda from Letters from Europe. And then Be Kind will be Easter weekend. And the weekend following that, which I believe is Sunday the 22nd of April, I am going to start another big one. But I've loved this pattern. I've had it for a little bit. I kitted it up last year to start. Is A Perfect World from A Scarlet House. And I love this one. I think it's gorgeous. It uses Weak Stye Works and Gentle Arts, but it does have a DMC conversion, and it is 205 by 187, and it's mostly 2 over 2, but there is a couple of things that are over 1. And it says, in a perfect world, you would find me here with the birds and the flowers and the dogs and the deer. And yeah, I love this. I am doing this on 36 count wicker medium from Dyeing for Cross Stitch. Let's see if this shows up. I hope it does. Oh yeah, this is still washing out. I'm sorry, y'all. But this is, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. It is kind of like a latte, caramel latte. It is darker than what it is showing on camera. It is actually a good deal closer to the color of the fabric that you see on here, which is why I picked it. But the camera's not catching it very well. Bummer. It's kind of weird lighting outside. We were raining all morning, and then until the mid-afternoon, and then the sun started peeking out. So lighting's a little strange. All right, so that's everything that I've worked on, and now I just want to share haul, but I'm going to pause for a second and see if I can do anything to improve the lighting so that you can see the fabrics better. Hold on just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I've got the lighting a little bit better. A little bright in my eyes, but it shows the fabric better. But if you don't want to see fabric, you can cut out now. I'm totally okay with that. I hope to see you all in 2 weeks. And I do want to extend an invitation. to join us over at Crafts and Books. We've expanded our Zoom hours, so we now have a Zoom room open Monday and Friday evenings, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday and Thursday afternoons starting at noon Eastern, with the occasional weekend thrown in. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you're enjoying this video, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe. We are getting close to 2,000 subscribers, which is really exciting. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm very, very happy. I really appreciate all of you. All right, so I'm going on to fabric. This, I made out like a bandit on fabric. This next one is from Fox and Rabbit, and it's called Duxbury, and it is 28 count linen. I love that. I think, yeah, this is beautiful. Very primitive, which I love. This is going to be fun to stitch on. This next one is called Under the Sea, is from Under the Sea, and it's properly primitive. And it is 40 count linen, which I've never stitched on 40 count linen, but I'm really looking forward to trying it. And I love the greens and beiges on this. There we go. Yeah, this is so pretty. Again, this is Under the Sea, and it's properly primitive. Just beautiful. The back here looks a little better. Or up here. No, up there. You never know with fabric how it's going to show up for you. When it's going to behave itself. And this next one is an Ada. Oops, get in the bag. This next one's an Ada one that I got from Barefoot Needle Arts. This is Fiber on a Whim Brown Sugar, and it is a fat quarter on 18 count. Let's see. Yeah, this is great. Oh, there we go. Finding the magic spot. Yeah, very pretty, and I'm looking forward to working on this one as well. In fact, I have a couple projects in mind for some of the fabrics that I bought. And then this is what I got from Brick City. And let's see, this one is, I already have an idea of what I'm going to use it for. But this is from Fiber on a Whim, and it is 32 count Belfast linen affogato. There we go. That's much better. Very pretty. And I have plans for this for a piece in my Letters from Europe box. So that's what I'm saving this for. And then I got this one is for my Winter Rose Manor that I bought at Brick City. This is 36 count Edinburgh khaki. So yeah, there's not really variegation in this, but yeah, it's a good basic color to stitch Winter Rose Manor on. And I do really like Edinburgh linen. And my last piece, this is from Fortnite Fabrics. I'm still waiting on an order from them too. But they've got a lot going on right now, so that's okay. This is 16 count Ada, and it is Cozy Cave. Let's see, oh there, that's better, I think. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I do have something in mind for this as well. I just got to double check it because I didn't have the dimensions with me when I went to the shop. But I think I have something that'll be perfect on this. because it's got like blues and browns and grays. It's got, yeah, there's a lot going on with this. This one is washing out a bit, unfortunately, but it is really pretty. All right, so that's all I've got for this week. I'm going back to my regular schedule of every 2 weeks. So I will see you in April. Oh my goodness. I hope you all have a great 2 weeks. Oh, sorry. Paper bag noises. Again, if you're interested in starting any of these with me, please let me know. Be Kind for Easter weekend. I think it might be Kind Easter Sal, but I'll let you know in the comments below if that changes. And we'd love to have you join us. Or if you know of a Sal already going for a perfect world, let me know. And then Matilda for the Letters from Europe box. I think that's one of my favorites. I just love that one. I cannot wait to start it. But yeah, that's it for now. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Have a great 2 weeks and take care of each other. Bye. See you soon.